forward to it. And there he is, sitting in second position as he throws the Lolo up over Rothman's Rise and down into the Dandenong Road corners. There's Hook back out of the pits. Well out of contention for the race. Would have been in the pits for 5 or 6 minutes, so he's just getting out for to be part of the race as the two flying, the Elfin and the Lola, go flying up the back straight. And there's Davison pulling out, passing car number 33, which is John Briggs and his manage. Bartlett now out of the pits. Obviously cured that oil leak. I thought for a moment it was there, but that was tyre spin. That was tyre smoke as he whacked it in gear and really gave it a boot to get back into this race.
Gary Cooper in car number 12, the designer builder of the Elfins. Not going quite as well as he usually does. I think he's had some very good second and third placings here in the last 12 months and a couple of other 5,000 races, but not quite with the pace this time. I think he might have been putting all of his efforts into making sure that car number 11 for Vern Schuppen was in top condition.
There's, we see a slower car holding them up a second, and Hamilton's able to make a lot out of that and close right up on Schuppen, and Briggs pulling right over the inside of the track, but upsets Hamilton quite a lot through that corner, and Hamilton nearly put it into the dam there. That's what we were talking about before. When they come up behind these slower cars, funny things can happen. One there, Schuppen was balked, and Hamilton got up behind him, but then Hamilton got balked again and is still trying to get past Briggs.
We saw Briggs waving the other cars through, but unfortunately he didn't slow down nearly enough to give Hamilton all the room that he needed to make a proper line around Holden Corner. And now Alan Hamilton's got to start all over again and get back onto the tail of Schuppen's Elfin.
Another car there that they're coming up to lap is Barry Singleton and his Chevron, the ex-Holland car. The Englishman who brought the car over from the Tasman Series last year, or the Rothman Series, and Singleton's taken it over. Schuppen, a good lead now on Hamilton. The Hamilton would have hit. Oh, and there's a very bad
Gary Cooper
there.
Gary Cooper. All the marshals will be running over to rescue Gary. He looks as though he's okay, pulling off the helmet. That's a nasty spot to go there. Looks like the Rothman's Rise area. On my left here I have Bill Tuckey, who's joined us in the commentary box. Where do you think that is? Do you agree with me, up in the Rothman's area?
I think that's horrifying. I think it's up in the Rothman's area. That seems to be
where Johnny Walker went off.
Walker went off the same spot.
Yes, it's over the rise and coming down to the braking area. You can see the braking marker there in the top left-hand corner.
That was a bad one. I'd say a very, very lucky boy is Gary Cooper. That'll be the worst prang that he's had in his very, very long career. Fire marshals there to quell any danger of flame while the rescuers work to extricate Gary from the seat. I'd say he's okay. He was moving around okay, taking his helmet off. I think his legs are going to be pretty sore though.
Well, there's a shot we see of McRae going through Repco and Davison not in sight. When McRae had that excursion, that as he went into Repco, we could see Davison down the main straight. He's cleared out again, obviously. He's got the thing well in control. Car sounding good. No problems at all to him at this stage. But he'd have his fingers crossed because the race is still half to go. He's still got to get through a lot of traffic. Got a good lead on Davison, but another about 23 laps to go. And he failed with 2 laps to go in the first round.
We'll take another check on the rescue operation on Gary Cooper in that quite horrifying crash. I can imagine just how it looked to the spectators up there on Rothman's Curve. Look at that car, absolutely smashed to pieces. And the ambulance men and expert rescuers with engineering training have cut away the car from around Gary Cooper. There they are lifting the driver out of the car, but he's conscious. As you can see, he's holding onto the shoulders of his rescuers.
Well, we've just heard that Graham McRae has got the unsportsmanship flag.
Oh, no, there's another one. No, Davison and Schuppen have come together. Davison's car was able to be driven away. Schuppen's car is half a right off there. Collision in Repco corner. Bad luck we missed that one, but you can see the result of it. Now there goes Davison on his way again. Looks as though there's a a bit of a tangle there. Probably, I'd tip that Schuppen probably tried a passing move on Davison in Repco. Probably climbed a wheel, which put himself into the fence. Didn't do Davison any harm, except to spin him. But Vern Schuppen, unfortunately, out of the race. And there's two Ansett Elfin cars. One totally destroyed, another one severely damaged in the space of just a few laps. So now it is Graham McRae, as we just heard a little while ago, having received the bad sportsmanship flag, apparently because he's not slowing down quite as much, in the officials' opinion, in that yellow flag area up in the Gary Cooper crash area. And that's why, of course, the gap between McRae and Davison opened so markedly. One moment there was only a half the length of the straight between the two cars. Then we saw McRae come out of Repco corner and Davison was nowhere inside.
Yes, the bad sportsmanship flag is really a misnomer.
Davison's off.
Oh dear.
Davison's off. He's had a lose out of Holden corner. Now that obviously, he stopped, yes, but that's obviously as a result of that touch. I'd say he's probably broken a drive shaft. He's got a few opinions as to what's happened, and explaining just what has happened. And I'd say that the touch with Schuppen's car has probably broken a drive shaft or part of the rear suspension, and the car is no longer drivable. So from the way the car is parked, coming out of Holden corner there, I'd say he's lost the car. Something has broken and he's lost it, rather than finding that he's got no drive and having volunteered to stop.
There's the long, sad walk back to the pits for the man who had hoped, as Bob Morrow said earlier, to win the Australian Grand Prix that his father, the late Nick Stokes, was killed on Sandown here. The Grand Prix that his father won 4 times, and for the only one to win the Grand Prix.